Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And we'll jump right into it. You got this woman on I got this from TikTok. I seen it earlier this week. I'm just getting around to it now. Spirit jumped on me to do something to it, do something on it now. She goes by the name of Kela Olivas. I don't know if I said it right. Olivas. Kayla Alivas. She might be a Northern Kingdom woman, one of the Northern Kingdom tribes. But, brothers did videos on this. I figured I'd, put my 2 cents in through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, where she has this thing, just something she's been thinking about, which is gonna come into a lot of people's minds as you read you know, the comments over here. You got one woman, Cash, Grash, or Ash, that says, yup, nobody goes this hard for this long about nothing. So, you got people, regular, other nations of people, right? The lower levels, they putting two and two together. And then you got, other Israelites, that may not believe that they're Israel or whatever. They, you know, they're putting two and two together. So, you know, she's pretty much asking, like, is there more? Because you can't just be oppressing and putting so-called black people in slavery because of the color of their skin. So we're just gonna let it play. And we're gonna break down, we're gonna answer her question pretty much. Why is these things happening to so-called Negroes? It can't just be because of the color of their skin. And we're gonna give you the answer out of the scriptures. So Yabba Shem Al Shah willing to elect me other for Shalom.
Don't mean to say this like to be disrespectful, and maybe this is, some people are going to think this sounds dumb, but I feel like there's a deeper reason why, people of color and specifically the Black community have been relentlessly persecuted. Like, I mean, just the things that happened during slavery alone, like, were insane. But I don't know, the more I learn about Black history and the ways that, people who literally worked in the government, like the CIA, all these different people in power were trying to ruin the Black community. And it makes me think, dude, I feel like, is there something more going on here than just racism? Because it's like, come on, you're telling me you're doing all of this stuff just because you don't like someone's skin color? I feel like, what if, I have this theory that, like, what if Black people have some type of superpower? Like, what if they have, I don't know, if they're just born something with something very valuable that we don't really know about, but maybe, like I said, these people, these rich people and these people in power, maybe they figured it out a long time ago, and maybe that's why they were like, oh, we have to, like, get rid of them, blah blah blah. I don't know, I feel like maybe they have something special that we are not taught about, that is linked to them being people of color. And I've seen some Black creators come on here and try to explain how special it is to have melanin in your skin and how it has all these different properties. But I don't know, I just feel like I feel like this, I have this theory that this goes so much deeper than maybe a lot of us realize, because I'm sorry, but I don't think you're going to go out of your way for all these hundreds and hundreds of years to try to ruin one group of people over something as silly as, oh, their skin is a different color. Like, I feel like there's something that we don't know. I'm telling you, there's something special about them that they don't want us to know. Okay, this is just something that I've been thinking about recently, and I'm like, maybe if there are some Black creators that maybe they already made a video and I just didn't see it. I don't know, but like, I don't know, maybe this sounds dumb. Or maybe this is like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, but it's just something I was thinking about. I don't.
So she's asking, you know, is there something special? It is. Why is all these things happening to the black community, which we're not black, right? But it's a valid question. Is a valid way. It's something valid to think about. You know, because the scriptures tell you that you could do nothing against the truth but for the truth, and this is not against the truth. This is just her, you know, uh, uh just thinking, to where everybody can hear what she's thinking. And we're gonna give you the answer. Kayla Olivas. Olivas. I don't know. If I got it wrong, pardon me. This is Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, "For thou art an holy people." Holy means separate. Salakia. Salakia. So it's not talking about black people. It's talking about Israelites. And Israelites are who? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? So it says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, have chosen thee to be a special people." Then she used the word special twice. She said something special about them that we don't know. Right? This is why they're going so hard to try to get rid of them. Right? Well, we are special people. It says, "The Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." So the Israelites are above everybody. Right? So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are above everybody on the planet, man. Everybody. Right? So this is why, the system is against us. America, the government, the FBI, the alphabet boys, period. They're against you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. This is why they have built a system to conspire against you, man. Right? And it's not just in America, it's all nations. So-called Chinese, Japanese, East Indians, Arabs, Africans. Because we ain't no damn Africans, man. Right? Let's get another one. I'm going to just flow through these. This is Deuteronomy 14:2. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power." Once again, holy people means separate people, different from everybody else. It says, "And the Lord have chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth," man. Why do you think nobody can cook better than us, dress better than us, look better than us? Sports, ain't nobody better than us, right? No matter what it is. Dance the best, right? Or the funniest. How is everybody equal when only one group of people on the planet is number one in all of that? But why are they at the bottom? Who built this country? But are the poorest. And who didn't do a goddamn thing but rape, rob, and steal and lie and have all the wealth, right? It ain't the Israelites. The Israelites will be in poverty, man. The Israelites will be catching hell. All right. This is Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50 and verse 33, because, she said the government, everybody is against them pretty much. And they're treated bad, and things are just pretty much against them, man. Specifically the black community, as she says. Right? Persecuted. Jeremiah 50:33. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, right? Oppressed, persecuted. It says, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go, right? And they don't want to let us go, man, right? But it ain't the fact that they don't want to let us go. The Lord has put the spirit on us has put the spirit on them to keep us under them until he returns, because the Lord is going to destroy all the Israelites' enemies, man. Right? Not all Israel is going to make it either on this side. Right? But we are special people, man. Look, even in our lowest estate, even with all the thuggish and the YN coach and everybody still wants to be like the Israelites, man. When we at our lowest. Right? This is Baruch, because like I said, we haven't, like the Lord, put us under these nations, and that we're being persecuted and oppressed by these nations, but it's not to destroy us, man. It's only for a dispensation of time. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. It says, ye were sold to the nations, because everybody would agree black people were sold. Black people came over here on slave ships, but what they're not telling you is that Latinos came over here as well on slave ships, right? It says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to wrath. We made the Lord angry. This is why we went into slavery. It says, ye were delivered unto the enemies. So the Israelites have enemies, right? And the Israelites are the Most High's chosen people. So if the Israelites have enemies, the Lord has enemies, man, because you're not going to mess with the Lord's children, and he's going to like you. He's going to be against you, man. Right? Let's get some more. Let's get 2 more. We're going to shut it down. I ain't want this to be too long. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 19. And it reads, verse 19, it says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, meaning anybody else, right? For he is the former of all things. How many inventions have the Israelites created that people still use today? The GPS, the stoplight, the washing machine, right? The elevator, right? The telephone, the potato chip, right? Everything, man. The Israelites created 99% of everything that people use today, man. Right? The lock, the wrench, the air conditioner, right? Many more things. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name, right? So the reason that the Israelites are so special is because they are the chosen people. Nobody else matters to the Lord, man. Right? So if you come across this video, Kayla, you might not be able to stomach that, but that's the truth. The Lord said that he's only for his people. He never changed. Right? So let's get this last one, because we're about to come out of this. People are really about to see who the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are, man. And it's going to be beautiful. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 16. It says, in that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thine hand be slack. The Lord thy power in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. So that's what the Lord is about to do. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden, man. So right now we in this captivity, we catching hell, we being persecuted, we being afflicted by all the other nations. The Lord said he's going to bring us out of that. He's going to gather us out of that, man. Verse 19. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. And ain't we put to shame here in America? Yes. We've been put to shame here in America, right? One brother said, read Deuteronomy 28. That's right. When you read Deuteronomy 28, the whole chapter, but from 1 to 15, it shows you the blessings that the Israelites will receive if they obeyed the commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Verses 15 on down to 68 it shows you the curses that the Israelites are dealing with today. They're the only people dealing with the curses today. The Lord said that them curses will come on us if we did not obey what he commanded us to do. Right? Well, back to this. Zephaniah 3 and verse 19 again. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. And that's the four corners of the earth, because there are Israelites throughout the four corners of the earth, man. And the Lord said he's going to give us a name and fame, right? Give us a praise and fame in every land where we dwell. It says, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord, man. And that's what the Lord is about to do, man. And that's going to be a beautiful day. So she on the right track, man. She just got to put it together. Read the Bible, right? If you come across this video, read the Bible, man, right? So, you know, I'm going to leave it there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, willing, the elect was other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto you. You know, and I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahushua, for blessing me to do this lesson, feed the flock and the sheep. And yeah, you know, just these other nations, they know who we are. This is why they set up laws and a system to oppress us to this day. But it's not gonna, you know, it's gonna get whoever the Lord wants it to get. But the nation of Israel is never going anywhere, man. So I'm gonna leave it there. So the next lesson, shalom.
Black creators that maybe they already made a video and I just didn't see it. I don't know, but like, I don't know, maybe this sounds dumb. Or maybe this is like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, but you know, it's just something I was thinking about. I